Using NumPy array slicers in the previous lesson, we were able to draw a green square on our image. But what if we want to draw a circle or a single line? NumPy does not provide that kind of functionality. It's only numerical processing library after all. Luckily, OpenCV provides a convenient, easy to use methods to draw the shapes on our image. In this chapter, we will review the most three basic methods to draw the shapes: cv2.line, cv2.rectangle, and cv2.circle. Before we start exploring the drawing capabilities of OpenCV, let's first define our canvas in which we want to draw our masterpiece. Up until this point, we have only loaded images of disk. However, we can also define our images manually using NumPy array. Given that OpenCV interprets an image as a NumPy array, there is no reason why we can't manually define the image ourselves. In order to initialize our image, let's write the code. The first, we need to import all the necessary libraries like NumPy and also import cv2. Now let us define the canvas here. Canvas equal to np.zeros, and let's define my canvas with an array of 300 by 300 shape. Rows is 300, columns is 300, and number of channels equal to 3. And it is very important to note that the data type of this. Any image should be an unsigned 8-bit image. So let's define the data type to 8-bit. That's unsigned 8-bit integer. So which is unit8. Now we have initialized our canvas. Let's look into our canvas now. So we can look into a canvas by using the cv2.mshow command. Let's define that in a function called display. Just like in the previous example, it's a WinName and img image. These are the two inputs. And what I want to do is that I just want to show my WinName and image. And let's put some weight key and assign 0. Also cv2.destroy all windows. Execute it. Now let's display my canvas using the function display of canvas. Oh, we need to provide the window name here. This is my canvas. Alright, now we got my canvas. As you can see, this is a black because I'm initialize all the values with 0. So that's why I'm getting a black color. The height of 300 and width of 300. The height is basically defined the number of rows, and width will basically defined by number of columns. So now what I want to draw here is that I just want to draw some line here. So from this point I just want to draw a line. So let us draw a line using OpenCV. The first thing we do is define a tuple used to represent our green color. So let me define the green in a tuple, and let's define a tuple. This is a 0, 255, 0. This basically represents the green color. Now let us draw a straight line. In cv2 we have a module line, cv2.line. And here, if we look into the arguments, we have img, point 1, point 2, color, thickness, line type, and shift. I'm basically interested in img, point 1 and point 2. Point 1 and the point 2, these are the 2 points we need to provide, from which it will try to draw a line between the 2 points here, and we need to specify the color that which we want to draw. So let's define the image. It is a canvas. And the point 1 I just want to provide is 0, 0, and the point 2 is 300, 300. All right, and the color I just want to define here is green. That's the color I just want to define now. Now let us display my image using function display. Display canvas, canvas. Execute it. Here you go. We can see that I can able to display a line, some nice green line between the 2 points from this point to this point. It's really cool, right? Shall we also draw one more line with one more diagonal point from this point to this point? Yes, we can do that. Let's do it now. So this time what I will do, I will define the line width, and also let's see with a different color. Let me define the red color now. Red equal to, this since it is a BGR, blue is 0, green is 0, and I just want red. Now let me draw a line, and now the canvas. Now just define the point 1. The point 1, what I want here is 300 comma 0, and the point 2 is 0 comma 300, and the color is red color. And here let us understand this thickness. For time being, let me put 3. This 3 indicates it will draw a line with the width of 3 pixels. So let's display it using the function display canvas and canvas. Execute it. Perfect, right? This time we got some green line is already there, and on top of this what we did is that we drawn some red line with 3 pixel thickness. This is how we can draw a line where 10 by 10 and 60 by 60. Drawing a line is very simple enough, right? Now we can move on to the drawing the rectangles. Now let us define the rectangle. We have a module called rectangle. So what I'll try to draw here is that I just want to draw a rectangle between the 2 points. And here, even in the rectangle, I just want to define the 2 points. Let's say, assume that I just want to draw a rectangle from here to here. And this time I'll use the same green color here. Let's see now how to draw a rectangle. So this is drawing rectangle. All right. Now, so let us use a module. Let us use the method in CV2, which is CV2 dot rectangle, and let's see this. We can see the same arguments that was there in the line also. Here you can see the image, and we have the point 1 and point 2, which basically represents the diagonal points between the rectangle. So we need to provide the diagonal points, and after that, this is the color. What is the color you want? So at the moment, let me take this image is my canvas, and the point 1, let me define the point is 10 comma 10, and the point 2, let me define this time is 60 comma 60. So between 10 by 10 and the 60 by 60, I just want to draw a rectangle here where 10 by 10 and 60 by 60 are the diagonal points. And let us define the color is green. All right, so let us display it. So display canvas with the name canvas. Execute it. Here we go. We can see that this is my 10 by 10 point and 60 by 60 point. I can able to draw one nice rectangle. This is how, like, we can draw a nice rectangle with the CV2 module, with the module rectangle and OpenCV. Similar to the red line, we have the thickness, and just like that, what we will do is that let us draw some red rectangle box, and with the thickness is equal to 5. Let's see that. So CV2 dot rectangle, and let's define my canvas. And here what we can see is that we have the point 1 and point 2. Let me define my point 1 is 50 comma 200, and my point 2 is some random point 200 comma 225. Let us define my color is red, and this time I just want to define my thickness is 5 pixels. Now let us display it. Display canvas. Now my image is canvas. Execute it. Here you go. We have the 5 pixels rectangle box is appeared here. It's really excellent, right? Let us also see one more way of defining the rectangle, that is filled one. Let's see now how to fill with entire color. This time what we will do is that I will use the blue color and I'll fill all this blue color here. Let's use that. Now define the blue color. Blue color is 255, 0, 0. Now let's draw one rectangle to it. CV2 dot rectangle, and the image is again the canvas. Now this time the points I'm interested here is 200, 50, some random points, and 225, 200. So I'm use these points, and the color I just want to provide here is blue. In order to fill that, what we need to do is that we need to provide the thickness here. In thickness, I will mention -1. If I put -1, OpenCV understands that I just want to fill all the gap here. So let me execute this by displaying my image. Display canvas and provide canvas. Execute it. Here you go. We can see nice blue line. You can see the filled blue line is what you can see here. Congratulations, you now had a solid grasp on drawing rectangles. In the next lesson, we will move on to the drawing circles. Until then, happy learning. Drawing circles is just as simple as drawing rectangles, but the function arguments are a little different. Let us go ahead and get started. We need fresh canvas to draw the circles. So what we will do, we will reinitialize the canvas again. So for that, what we can do is that let me create a canvas again. Canvas equal to np.zeros, and the shape of that is 300, 300, 3, and this is very important. Data type is unsigned integer 8. Execute it. So now what we got is that we got a fresh blank canvas. In order to draw the circles, we require the two variables, which is center x and center y. These two variables represents the xy coordinates of the center of the image. We'll calculate the center by examining the shape of our NumPy array, then dividing by 2. The height of the image can be found by canvas.shape0, and the width can be found out by canvas.shape1. So let's write the code here. Center x, center y, and that's going to be equal to, I'll just calculate the shape for center x, which is my 1, and just divide by 2. What I'm doing here is that I'm using the 2/, which will return you the integer value. So let me also define the canvas with the shape 0, and divided by 2 we'll get the integer value. So let me put this in tuple so that it will arrange accordingly. And what I want to draw here is that I just want to draw one white circle. So for that, let me define a white color equal to, just fill all the values, 255, 255, 255. So what I'll do now, let me draw the concentric circles where it is sharing the same center of the circle, and I'll just incrementally changes the radius of the circle. So let's do it in a for loop now. So for r, which is my radius, in the range, let me define from 0 to 175, and with the incremental step of 25. Now let's define my circle, cv2.circle, and the module, inside the module, what it is actually looking for, that is image center. Basically, what is the center, we are looking for that, and we already calculated the center here, which is my center x and center y. That should be in my tuple. And the radius, I will dynamically change the radius in the for loop. And the color, what I want to do here is that for the time being, let me give the white color. So let me assign the variable canvas to this argument image, and for center, let me provide a tuple. It is my center x, center y. Next, its radius is r, and the color is white. That's it. So this is how we can create the concentric circles. So let us display the image here. So we can display the image using the function display, which we defined in the previous lecture. Let's use this display, and this is what my circles, and define my canvas is this. Execute it. Perfect, right? So this is how I can create the simple circles, concentric circles. How it looks like. It looks like the bullseye, right? This is how we can do some beautiful circles with OpenCV. Let's do some abstract drawing. This time I'll use a random radius and the random center of circle, and let's see, we will draw some circle. What we will get, let's look into that. Let's see some abstract drawing. So let's define a loop for I in range of 0 to 25. What I'm trying to do here is that I'm trying to generate 25 circles here, and with the radius, which are my random numbers, equal to np dot random dot randint, and let me define my radius. The lower size is 5 and high is 200. And color, also I'll give the random colors this time. np dot random dot randint. Now the lowest value is 0 and the high value is 256, and the size, I want the tuples here, right? So that's the reason, provide 3 comma and convert that into a list. Now let us create a center of the circle, which is my point PT, which is equal to np dot random dot randint. Now let us define it. The lowest value is 0 and the highest value is 300. Since the size of the image is 300 comma 300, so that's why I'll go for as high as 300. And now the size is basically, I just want the 2 values, which is my x and y. So that's why it lets me provide something like this. Now let us define my circle. So cv2 dot circle, and let me call the canvas, comma, let's create a tuple. What do we do here? We just want to provide the tuple of centers. My center of the image is my PT. That's my PT. And the radius, I'm randomly generating the radius, DIUS, radius. And this time what I want to do here is that I just want to provide the color randomly, which is my color, and the thickness, I just want to fill my circles, -1. That's it. So now let us display the image. For that I'll use the function display and call it display, and this is my canvas. Now canvas, execute it. Perfect, right? So this is how we can get some beautiful abstract image. So every time you execute that, you'll get some different colors. Let's see, let me execute once more. Let me execute once again. We're getting different colors. It's good, right? It's really awesome, right? I think this looks really good. So what I'll do, I'll save this image. We can also save that image using cv2.imwrite. Let me define the name of the image is canvas.png. Now the image is canvas. Execute it. So that's it. This is how we can able to generate some abstract drawing with OpenCV. Let us open that image and see. All right, now you can see that this is what my image and this is what we have generated. It's beautiful, right? Some kind of abstract drawing which we did with the OpenCV. It's really nice. I'll see you in the next lecture, more on image processing. Until then,